Is Coke Zero actually good for weight loss, or is it ruining your progress? Today I'm going to be giving you the clear answer that most dads never hear, and I'll show you why this small drink choice plays a bigger role in your habits than you might think. And stick with me, because later in this video I'm going to share the one mistake that dads make with diet drinks that almost guarantees weight gain. Hey man, it's Andrew Jacks here. I'm 45, married with 3 kids, and I've kept a lean body for over 25 years, even while running a business, serving at church, and working long days. And I've helped hundreds of dads lose over 20 pounds without exercise, calorie counting, or even fad diets. And as a Christian dad, I see health as a responsibility to God and our family. Because when we neglect our body, we don't just hurt ourselves, we actually limit our ability to lead our families well. So let's talk Coke Zero, diet drinks, and what actually matters for your weight. Because I get asked all the time, Andrew, is Coke Zero good for weight loss or not? And I used to have it a lot myself earlier in life when trying to lose weight, so I want to give you the answer. Now, the short answer is, it's not going to make you gain weight by itself, but it won't fix the habits that do. So let me explain. From a pure fat loss perspective, Coke Zero has no sugar, no fat, and no calories, which means unlike regular Coke, it doesn't pour a bunch of sugar and energy into your body that later gets stored as fat if you're not burning it. So yes, if the choice is between regular Coke or Coke Zero, choose Coke Zero every time. You're going to avoid the sugar spike, the extra energy, and the weight gain that comes with it. But this is where most dads actually miss the point. It's not just about the can, it's about the habits behind it. In a minute, I'll show you how sweeteners can help and also how they can actually work against you. Now, artificial sweeteners, they don't add calories. That's why guys switch to them. But here's what many dads don't actually know. When you taste something sweet, your brain actually signals your pancreas to release insulin in the anticipation of the sugar. It's your body preparing for incoming energy. But with diet drinks, the sugar never arrives. So what happens is you get an insulin release and then a drop in blood sugar. And that drop can actually trigger hunger and trigger cravings too. This is why some dads actually feel hungrier after they've had that diet drink. And your gut can actually react too. So some men feel fine with diet drinks, but then some notice more cravings, and some may actually feel a little bit bloated too. But no need to panic, just to make you aware. There's also the question about aspartame. You may have heard of it, but in 2023, the World Health Organization actually listed it as a possible carcinogen. Now that doesn't mean panic, it just means you need to be cautious, especially if you're someone who's drinking 2, 3, 4 cans a day. Diet drinks aren't meant to be a long-term daily habit. So if you are having them, they should only be looked at something for the short term, just to get you by. So I'd love to know, do you drink Coke Zero or do you drink Pepsi Max? Because I know a lot of people from the UK especially like Pepsi Max. Let me know below and how many you have in a week if you do. Before I share the real reason that Coke Zero leads to weight gain for some men, if you're a busy professional dad and you're trying to lose over 20 pounds or over 10 kilos, can you hit the like and subscribe button? Because I share these strategies or similar strategies that's helped over hundreds of busy dads lose fat while working long hours. So it's not actually the drink, it's the trade-off. See, some dads think because I've had a Coke Zero, I can have the extra chips, I can have the extra dessert. This is called compensation eating. They know they've saved, around 150 calories with the drink, and so they think, oh, I can get away with eating more calories or drinking more calories in another way. And so this is an issue because they think they can load up on these other calories, which can add to extra weight and extra fat. So it's not the drink that's the danger, it's the pattern around it. So here's my verdict as a coach and a dad. Coke Zero is fine. Not a solution, no, just as a short-term tool. If it helps you avoid having regular Coke, that's good. If it leads you to crave more sweet foods, reduce it. If it replaces water, I need you to cut back. But if it becomes an emotional crutch, you need to start weaning off it and finding other alternatives like sparkling water or other flavored drinks with like fruit infusions, okay? So don't rely on it. Here's the rule I give my clients. 1 diet drink a day if you must. 0 is better, but wean off it completely, and most do and never look back or feel like it anymore, okay? They can do without it, and I want that to be a realization for you. I actually had one dad who was having 3 full sugar Cokes a day, and after we worked together, he ended up stopped having it, and he switched to water instead, and he says, I'm completely fine now that I've stopped it. I feel better, and he's dropped over 20 pounds so far. But if you want sweetness, you can go for more natural things like stevia or monk fruit, which are natural sweeteners. These are healthier options, okay? Because they don't have artificial ingredients, and they don't have the same concerns as things like the artificial sweeteners. All right. So just to wrap things up, Coke Zero, it's not going to make you gain weight. It has no sugar, it has no fat, and almost no calories. It's not going to fix the habits that's caused the weight gain. Use it wisely, but don't let it replace real discipline with food, water, sleep, structure, and proper habits. Now, if you're a busy professional dad and you're ready to get your health sorted so you can be the leader that your family needs, and you want a system that doesn't require having to exercise, having to count calories, or eat separate meals from your family, I've created a free training that shows you how my clients are losing 10 to 35 pounds in just 6 weeks while working long hours and still enjoying life and their social events, okay? Go to ditchthedadfat.com, or you can click the link below and get access to that video right now. And if you want to know the world's easiest diet for removing belly fat, watch the video I made on that right here. Man, your body is a gift. Look after it so that way you can look after the people God trusted you with. Bye for now.